Good morning. This beautiful Sunday morning, I'm doing my senior workout outside again. I'm super excited to be able to be outside again because being in that basement gets a little old and stale. So my workout today, we're only going to need one piece of equipment, which is a nice chair. And so we are going to get started. This workout is going to focus a little bit on hip mobility, and so let's go. So we're going to start with some arm circles, nice big wide arm circles to get the arms nice and warmed up, get full range of motion in the shoulders. Nice and slow, they don't have to be fast. And switch directions. It's amazing how different it feels. Like you can go further back in one direction and not in the other. You'd think it'd be the same. And let's switch back to forward again. Try to get as far back as you can without wrenching it. And then we're going to go from here, we're going to go to knee touches. If you can make it to your feet, if you can make it to your toes, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, just keep it at the knees. If you want to sit down and do this part, you can sit down in your chair and do your knee touches like this, but just make sure you still get that, you get the torso movement in there. Waking up the whole body here. And then next we're going to take our arms and we're going to go all the way up and overhead and then touch our knees. All the way up and back. We're going to do that with the other arm. And we're now going to start waking up the legs and march in place. And get the arms in there too. Get the whole body into this. This isn't a jog, this is just a march. One leg and then the other. If you want to just pick up your heels, you can do it that way too. And then we're going to try some coordination here. While you're marching in place, lift that one arm up and over and touch your knee. And then lift the other arm up and over and touch your knee. Now this is something you can do in your chair as well. If you're in your chair, it's just going to look like this. And one arm up and over. All right, keep marching. All right, we're going to do one more arm swing. And shake it out. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of more hip mobility stuff, but we're going to start with, you can either be behind your chair, you can be beside your chair if you've got a little bit more stability, or if you want to do it without a chair and work on your balance. And we're just going to do lateral leg raises, standing lateral leg raises. Switch to the other side. We're going to do 15 of these, but we're going to do them alternating 5 at a time. So we'll go back to the other one. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and last set. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and now we're going to do quite a few things actually on our hands and knees. And if your wrists have trouble, you can always go up onto your knuckles, make a fist. And you know, if you want a yoga mat for this, obviously that's probably a good idea. I'm just gonna do it right in the grass. So we're gonna start with some cat-cow. So we're gonna put our belly down, breathe in as we arch our back and our belly's down, and then breathe out as we arch our back in the opposite direction. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and then if you want to start with your tailbone and work your way up your spine, we're just waking up the spine and the hips. Knees hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. And then if you want to do circles with the hips in cat-cow, reach back with the hips as your belly's going down. Reach forward with the hips as your belly's coming up. And switch directions if you haven't already. Stop here, and we're just going to do circles with just the hips. So we're just going to circle just the pelvic bone. Switch directions. We're going to do this one hip at a time. So we're going to take one knee off the floor, lift up your right knee. Swing it forward, up and around and back. Now, if you can only make it like this far, if you can't make it all the way up here, that's totally fine. Go as, you know, as far as your personal range of motion gets you. You know, don't wrench it. Don't go. This is just we're just trying to loosen things up. We're not trying to, you know, see how far we can get. Just loosen things up. Switch to the other side. Now switch back, but go the opposite direction. So put your knee back and then up and forward. Now our next thing is we're just gonna go straight out with the knee. So we're gonna lift the knee straight up and back down. Straight up and back down. Switch it to the other side. Now again, just go as far as you feel comfortable going. If that means only to here, that's fine. You know, it's about going at your own pace. So we're gonna do that again, but this time we're going to extend our leg out to the side. So we're gonna lift it up and then extend that leg. Now if you're down here and you can extend the leg like that, and if you want to touch your toe to the ground, you need a little bit more stability, that's 100% okay. I need to get a little closer to the camera here because my chair is in the way. So lift the leg, extend, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna switch and do that again on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna give our wrists a break here for a second. Now if you wanna kneel, if you wanna sit back, that's fine, whatever is comfortable for you, but we're gonna do a little bit of arms to give our wrists a break. We can go ahead and rotate the wrists. And we're gonna extend our arms out to the side and back down, and then out to the front and back down. And if you have little weights, you can use weights at this point. Then we're gonna go out to the side, the front, down, up to the front, out to the side, down. I'm gonna do that. Do that a few times. Let's go through that whole thing one more time. All right, and we're gonna get back down on our hands and knees. And we're gonna go back to the fire hydrant. We're gonna extend our leg out, bring it down, and then kick back up. Out, kick back up. Do that on the other side. We're gonna do this twice on each side. So and switch it back. Last time. that's the end of our the hip portion. So we're gonna get in our chair. We're gonna do some leg extensions. This is really good for strengthening the muscles around the knees that support the knees, and can help with knee pain and increase knee stability. So we're just gonna lift one leg and then the other. Ready? Now we're going to take that leg, we're going to take our right leg, extend it out, engage those quads, and then we're going to lift that leg off the chair just ever so slightly. Sort of pulse it up and down off the chair. Ready? We're going to switch to the other leg. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna get our arms back into the action. We're gonna do these again, these arm raises, lateral and forward. So lateral, forward. 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go up, forward, down, forward, side, down. Last one. All right, nice job. We're gonna go back to our legs. We're gonna repeat each of these. So we're gonna extend our leg out in front of us, engage those quads, and back down. Extend and pause, and back down. Do that one more time where we pulse our leg up off the chair. So right leg out in front, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one more time with the arms. Ready? Out, forward, out, forward. 3, 4, 5. Now out, don't put them down, to forward and down. One more time. All right, now we're gonna move on to our stretching. You can stay seated in your chair for some of these, maybe all. Anyway, most of them. So we're just gonna take our right hand, put it across our chest, and gently pull it towards us with our left hand. Put your left hand on your forearm and gently pull back. And switch it to the other side. Got a noisy robin back there. The next one, you actually might want to stand up for this. It'll be a little bit difficult in the chair, but you could probably do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to clasp our hands behind our backs and then kind of pull down, straighten those arms as much as you can, and pull down so that your shoulder blades are kind of together and coming down as far as you can down your back. Really opening up the chest. Now, since we did a bunch of hip exercises, we're gonna do some hip stretches. So we're gonna do the seated pigeon. So we're gonna take our right leg, put our ankle on our right knee, on our left knee rather, right ankle, left knee. Try to get it as close to horizontal as you can, that right leg. So you kind of have this figure four. And then lean forward as much as you can. If you can't, if you're like way back here and you're feeling this stretch, that's, don't worry about it. The best you can do is just try to get your knee as parallel with the ground, as horizontal as you can. And if you can, lean forward a little bit. And engage that foot, that right foot. Don't just kind of let it flop there. Engage it, flex it. And switch legs. This next one, you can do it in the chair. I'll show both. So it's a hamstring stretch. You're going to put one foot slightly in front of the other, flex your foot so that just the heel is on the ground, slightly bend that back knee, and bend forward as much as you can while keeping your back straight. And you should feel it right in your hamstring in the chair rather. In the chair, it should look like this: one leg out straight and just bend forward. And you can bend that knee a little bit too. They both, I'll show it to you from the side here. So leg out straight and then just lean forward. But if you want to do it standing, if you're exceptionally flexible and you can reach all the way down to the ground. I can't, obviously. My hamstrings are rather tight. Now we're just gonna do a nice forward fold. Again, you can do this in the chair if you wanna just kind of straighten your legs out a little bit and fold over them. Or you can stand. You know, that's probably good if you have like any vertigo problems, dizziness issues. It's probably better to sit for this as opposed to doing it standing. But otherwise, if you're standing, just hinge at the waist. Try to keep your back straight for as long as you can, and then lower your arms and just hang, and it stretches out the whole back. All right, and straighten back up. And again, like I said, pretty much all of these you can do in your chair. So you can either sit for this or you can stand, but we're gonna put our hands up above our head. Right hand clasps left wrist, and just lean to the right. Stretching out that whole left side. Try not to, you know, bend like this. Keep your chest up as much as possible. So that means, so if you only bend this far, because if you try to go further, you're doing this, that's fine. But if you want to do this in the chair, you can just switch sides. And last but not least, we're gonna do a nice gentle seated twist. You can do this in your chair by just twisting in your chair, or you can do it on the ground in cross-legged position, where you put left hand, right knee, right hand behind your back, and just look over that right shoulder. And switch to the other side. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind the back, and look over your left shoulder. And that's the end of our workout today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button and please share this video, and subscribe to my channel for new videos coming out 3 days a week. So have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I hope you enjoy it, and bye.